Patrick McKenna says mechanical guns in pro. That's something I like. I posted online and kind of like threw out a week ago. I think I want to put online. I put on Twitter and like the Paintball Ruin My Life Facebook group that like at this point, what's the difference between a CS2 and an EMEC? Like if you're playing capped at 10 balls a second with the CS2, there's really not a big difference between the CS2 and like these high end or the EMEC. I mean, you know, like they're just as air efficient, they're just as easy on paint. The only real advantage the CS2 has is a higher rate of fire. But if we're capping the rate of fire at 10 balls a second, you know, I can shoot my mechanical gun at like 8. So what's the difference? You know, like I get it's nicer, but it doesn't really like perform all that much better. So I was like, well, let's just use mechanical guns. You know, like there goes the like stupid, crazy high rate of fire problem, you know, where guys are shooting 20 balls a second in semi. And then it also makes it like a skill again. So everyone's kind of shooting in like 6 to 10 balls a second. We're not getting a guy shooting 6 like I would with an electric gun, and then a guy shooting 20. So I think it would be interesting to make the division only mechanical. You know, why not? But the drawback, especially now, but like the drawback of 2 weeks ago, a month ago, was that the whole reason that the pro division like can kind of exist, my voice cracked, exist is to sell products, right? I mean, like, let's look at a team, Houston Heat, right? Houston Heat shoots Luxes, right? High-end electronic gun that's $1,500, right? So every time DLX sells one of those guns, if they sell a gun, let's be honest, right? If they sell, we're gonna be real honest. If they sell a gun for $1,500 direct off their website, I bet that it costs them the Lux to make. They're not making it in the US. That gun probably costs about $300 to $350 to manufacture for Lux. Somewhere in there. So $350. So they're making, you know, $1,000 every time they sell that gun. Anyway, so I think that in that, yeah, so Houston Heat, right, where they're using the Luxes, and every time Lux sells a gun off their website, they make $1,000, right? But if you're out there using an EMEC in the pro division and they're selling EMECs, I mean, they're only selling those things for $200. So like every time Planet Eclipse sells one of those, they make $100 or like $80. So they don't make any money. So it's one of the reasons that like the pro guys are using all this like high-end crazy equipment is to sell products. That's not like a bad thing. I mean, that's how our economy works, really, by selling shit. You buying stuff and people making it. So I don't know. I think that just for that exact reason, we probably will never see mechanical in the pro division of the NXL.